When the village was handing out wives, I picked the one with a busted leg, just 'cause she was the prettiest. I worked the fields by day and picked up odd jobs in town at night. Every penny went toward fixing her leg. I just wanted her to walk like a normal person. Eventually, her leg healed, and she got her identity back. Turns out she was a princess from a noble house. But she didn't take me along to live the good life. Instead, she locked me in the woodshed and had me whipped. It wasn't until I was nearly dead that she finally told me, if I hadn't butted in back then, she would have married my brother. She said I ruined her happiness, and she wanted me to pay with my life. When I opened my eyes again, I was back to the day they were handing out wives. I didn't even glance at Shen Yanran with her broken leg. I walked straight to the woman in the corner. You want to come home with me? Out of nowhere, Shen Yanran crawled over with tears in her eyes and grabbed my pants. Why aren't you picking me? At the shed entrance, the broker was leading women in on a thick rope. Seeing all this, my heart was pounding. I could barely breathe. The humiliation and pain from that woodshed still felt carved into my bones. But here she was, clutching that mangled leg, looking exactly like the first time I ever saw her. Bro, you picking someone or not? My brother's voice snapped me back to reality. That's when it hit me. I'd been reborn, back before any of it went wrong. Every year, the broker would bring in a batch of women with nowhere to go, and the single guys in the village could take them home. Once you did, you had to register the marriage and get them official residency. That gave them a clean, legitimate identity. Before my mom passed, she left me a loom. I was looking for someone quick with their hands who knew how to weave, but my brother kept pointing at Shen Yanran. Bro, this one's the one. You gotta pick the prettiest. Out in the countryside, looks don't mean squat. What matters is whether you can work the fields. A disabled woman like her, she'd just end up getting sold off. Last time around, I went soft and picked her. This time, not making that mistake again. I walked right past Shen Yanran. I did not expect her to lunge at me and grab my foot. Those pretty eyes locked onto mine, full of desperation. She'd never looked at me that softly before. My brother said the exact same thing as last time. I shook my head. I need someone who can work the loom. She can't even walk right. I'd be supporting her for nothing. Shen Yanran stiffened. My leg can be healed. Sure, it can be healed. Doesn't mean I've got the money to do it. I don't have that kind of cash, Mark, and I'm not playing the fool again. Last time I worked myself half to death for her, nearly passed out more than once. And she never once showed me any gratitude. I figured she was just cold by nature, didn't know how to show feelings. But when my brother fell off the ridge, she dragged herself over on that busted leg to save him. That's when I realized she knew how to love. She just didn't love me. After she got her title back, she refused to even acknowledge me as her husband. She locked me in the woodshed and broke me down day after day. She told me, "Cover your face. Looking at you makes me sick. It's your fault for choosing me. You ruined everything." I never let myself forget what I went through in that last life. My brother was still standing there pushing me to pick her. I couldn't hold it in anymore. I spun around and glared at him. "You like her so much. Why don't you pick her yourself?" I said I need someone who can weave. Mom left me that loom, and you're out here trying to get me to take a cripple. What's your angle? Truth is, this brother of mine was picked up off the street, but our parents treated us the same. I was always the sickly one, so they left most of the farmland to him. All I got was the loom and a small plot. If I couldn't find a wife who could weave, that loom was going to waste. I never questioned my brother before, but looking back now, I realized, last time I picked Shen Yanran, the loom ended up going to my brother's wife. Back then, I thought, better family use it than let it sit. But now I called my brother out in front of everyone, and his face turned beet red. He got up in my face. "I'm your own flesh and blood. You think I'd set you up? You're really gonna pass on a girl that fine? Honestly, the only reason I'm even offering her to you is because you're my bro." Last life, Shen Yanran believed that line, and decided I was the one who ruined everything. I let out a cold laugh. "I don't want her. Since you're so obsessed with her, she's all yours. And honestly, if you don't take her, I've got zero respect for you." "Bro, are you seriously crazy right now?" My brother was speechless. Shen Yanran's eyes went red instantly. She started dragging herself toward me, clutching her injured leg. I stepped back and got out of reach. I headed to the far corner of the shed. There was a woman sitting there. I can't believe I missed her last time. Strong build, solid frame. "Would you be willing to come home with me?" She'd been sitting there with her head down. When she heard me, she slowly looked up. I could see then, just a bit of dirt on her face. Her features were actually really clean. Clean her up, and she'd be a real looker. Her eyes were ice cold. "You're not scared of me?" I shook my head. "You've never done anything to me. Why would I be? That girl over there, Shen Yanran, all delicate and pitiful looking, she's the one who haunts my nightmares." I reached out my hand. "What's your name? I'm not gonna force you, but if you come with me, I promise I'll treat you right." She smiled. It didn't quite match that icy vibe she had, but I could feel it. That coldness in her eyes just melted. "Li Muan, from now on, you're my husband." I froze, because I knew that name. She'd been the lowest slave in the military camp, and ended up becoming the kingdom's one and only female general. Her name alone was enough to make enemy soldiers turn and run. So in my last life, she was left unclaimed and sent off to the army. Was I actually helping her right now? Or was I standing in the way of her destiny? What, having second thoughts? Li Muan caught my hesitation, and her eyes dimmed. It's fine. Nobody ever wanted me growing up. I'm used to it. No way. I'm picking you. I went straight to the broker and signed the papers. Shen Yanran saw it all from across the room. She completely lost it, dragged herself toward me like a woman possessed. She grabbed the bottom of my pants and shook it hard, eyes full of disbelief and desperation. Then what about me? Why won't you pick me? My leg's messed up, but I can give you kids. Just please, pick me. The way Shen Yanran was acting, it hit me. She'd been reborn too. I just couldn't figure out why she was doing this. Li Muan kept a straight face and kicked her hand away. He's my husband. Who told you that you could touch him? I crouched down next to Shen Yanran. Who said I wasn't picking you? Her eyes lit up. I waved the broker over. You heard him just now. My brother is really into her. Get those two signed up. Chen Feng, are you out of your mind? What am I supposed to do with a cripple? She can't weave, she can't farm. You don't even have a loom. You don't need anyone to weave. The broker didn't want to get stuck with anyone unsold. He grabbed my brother and got that handprint on the paper fast. On the way home, my brother Chen Chong didn't say a single word, completely ignoring his new limping wife. It was Li Muan, being the bigger person, who helped Shen Yanran the whole way back. Otherwise, my brother might have had a funeral on his wedding day. Honestly, I never thought I'd end up living under the same roof as Shen Yanran again. This time she was next door, sleeping in my brother's room. Our old mud house had zero soundproofing. You could hear everything through the walls, and every night my brother's yelling started up. What's a cripple even good for? I gotta help you use the outhouse. You better get pregnant fast, or I'll starve you out and get a new one next year. By midnight, things finally went quiet next door, but my side of the wall was just getting started. Li Muan came back into the room after washing up. All cleaned up, she looked even better. That cool, composed vibe made it hard to look away. She got a little shy, wouldn't look at me. Can I get in bed? Of course. We're married. She moved fast and tucked herself right into my arms. Caught me completely off guard, her arms locked tight around my waist. She apologized right away. Sorry, this is my first time being someone's wife. I'm a little clumsy. Did I hurt you? The waist to ease up a little. My face was burning. Li Muan loosened her grip a little, but didn't let go. She shifted and sat up over me, eyes intense. Can I kiss you? My whole body reacted, and I had no idea what to do with myself. Like, how am I even supposed to answer that? Li Muan's face got closer and closer. Right when our lips were about to touch, the wall started banging, hard, and then Shen Yanran's voice cut through. No, he's mine! Li Muan jumped off the bed, furious, barely had her clothes on, and charged toward the other room. I could already hear my brother and Shen Yanran going at it next door. I threw on my clothes and rushed over. I was not about to let that turn into a fistfight.